Today's video will be all about how to find the perfect game as a new streamer that you enjoy, but that also will give you the opportunity to just grow and have fun on the platform. So let's roll the quick intro and get right into the video. Hey guys, thank you for taking time out of your day to be here. It's really much appreciated. My name is Luke the German. I am Luke and from Germany. That's pretty much all my story. Before we get started with the video on how you find the perfect game that fits your needs, that fits your personality, that you can stream but also grow on the platform at the same time, I just want to make a couple disclaimers. The first one is, no matter what game you pick, you will always be able to grow. If you pick a really saturated game, you will be able to grow if you put in the work and bring people over from different platforms. If you pick a dead game, you will still be able to grow as long as you build a community around it and bring people over from a different platform. You notice the theme here? You have to have a different platform because it is way easier to be discovered on stuff like YouTube than it is as on a streaming platform. It's always easier to bring people over from YouTube to your stream than it is to just hit the broadcast button and hope for people to jump in. It is not going to happen. It is really hard to only stream and have people discover you. But I will help you and find the game that will allow you at least a little bit of discoverability. Alright guys, before we get started with the games, I want to show you a quick feature that I think is pretty unique to Mixer and that I personally really like about the platform. And this is, if you scroll down just a little bit, you will see an up and coming section. So this is for new streamers that are new to the platform, that are new to streaming, and it gives them a little bit of exposure to the front page of Mixer. And it is a great way of being discovered. It is a great way of getting some attention to your channel. And there's only one mistake a lot of these people make is this is not something Mixer asks you for. They just throw you on the front page. And if you're new, if you just wanted to try streaming, you will miss out on a lot of exposure. So what you see here, all these new people, they don't have a profile picture. And if we actually go to their channels, you will see they don't even have a bio filled out. There's nothing on this channel that tells me anything about them. So in my case, it is really unlikely for me to come back. You see that they have a moving chat. There's a lot of chat action going on. They have 16 viewers, 10 viewers. For someone who just started out and this is their first stream, 16 viewers, that's insane. That is a lot of viewership, a lot of exposure. There's chat going on and it can be really overwhelming. But you're missing out. I will not come back to the stream because I don't know who you are. There's nothing in your channel telling me who you are. There's no picture I can relate to your brand or anything. Besides that, also all of these, they don't have a webcam. And while it might work streaming without a webcam, you can make it work. It is 2020. There's almost no excuse to not have a webcam in your stream, because I mean that is the most common reason why we watch streamers, because we like their reaction. We like to see how they react to the game. We are there to see a couple of cool moves, but mostly to just watch them. And if you don't have a face cam, a webcam, anything in there, it just makes it hard to get to know you, to relate to you, especially if there's not a bio, a picture, nothing giving me anything about you. Mixer games, they're top on the left corner right here. And as you see, they're ranked by viewership. Fortnite being the most saturated game, pretty much any platform. Mixer bought Ninja, so he's streaming right now, so he has about 10k viewers. And as you can see, there's just pages and pages and pages of streamers in this game category. So before you actually pick a game to stream, think about what games you even enjoy streaming. Because if you don't enjoy a certain game and you just go for a popular one, you will not be discovered. The audience will know that you're just faking it to get the followers or whatever. Pick a game that you truly enjoy, maybe that you know something about and that you can teach on your stream to build some credibility. But the first row of games, or at least the first few games, are extremely saturated and it's extremely hard to be discovered in them. A lot of people say 300 to 600 viewers in a game category is a good way to start, and I agree, but I would take it a little further. I would actually look for a game that is a well known game, but maybe not well represented on Mixer. And the game I started with has 31 viewers. And while it might be a little bit difficult to grow in these games that are so underrepresented, I think it is also a great opportunity. Because what I did when I started streaming CSGO was, it is a well-known game, but it's not a lot of people that play it on Mixer. So if you have, first of all, you see all these people with 0 viewers, there's no reason for anyone on any platform to ever sit at 0 viewers. Open your own stream in a tab so you can watch your own stream, see if anything is going wrong with it. If you're using your phone to watch your chat going on, there's already your view number 2, because now you have your stream open on 2 different devices. It counts as 2 viewers. This will, in the case of Counter-Strike, put you on the first row already. In those games that are so underrepresented, I think there's a big opportunity to get discovered quickly and make it to a consistent 4 to 5 viewers. And I think this is the time when you should leave those games. I think they're just a way to get started on the platform. So you get your 5 viewers within Counter-Strike. There's not a lot more growth you will be able to get out of this game, for example, because if you're holding 5 out of 30 viewers, you're already on number 1 spot almost. And this is where you want to be in any game category, within the first 3 to 4 rows, the rows that people see right away to get into the category. So you have your 5 viewers. Let's say you're done with Counter-Strike. You want to move on to something bigger. And now I would say, let's jump into the 300 to 600 viewers games, and you will see why. So for example, I picked R6 as my second game to stream. It's currently setting at 400 viewers. Later in the afternoon, it's usually 600 to 800 viewers. And if you have 5 people that come consistently to your stream, look, you already will rank in the 2nd row in R6 if you bring all 5 people over. So there's a trick to it though. This will only work if you stay within your game type. Counter-Strike going to R6, the games are, even though the mechanics are entirely different, the game style is still the same. It is a first-person shooter, it is a 5v5, and it is a bomb planning situation. It's basically the same thing with different mechanics and optics. But most likely your audience will enjoy it because they came for you to stream Counter-Strike. Now you're trying something else, but the game is similar enough for them to relate to it, so they will come over. You rank in spot 2, now it's easy to be discovered, and you will just make your way from there. You will slowly grow, you might move up a couple of ranks, and this is a good way to stay for quite a while, to just stream this one game and grow until you maybe hit 17 viewers, 15 viewers, and then you can move on to the next game. In my case, I tried switching from Counter-Strike to World of Warcraft right at the beginning, and it did not work. People couldn't relate. These games are so entirely different that it just didn't make sense for people, right? So you want to stay within the same category. I actually took a break from R6. I am currently not at 15 consistent viewers, and I jumped to a game that has currently 2,700 viewers in there. The first one is the Microsoft and Paladin partner channel, which is always sitting at 2,000, 1,500 viewers. It will always be number 1, but then you see it drops off pretty quick. So now, let's say you get your 15 viewers consistently, now you're jumping to a bigger game. With 15 consistent viewers, you would still rank in the 3rd row, and having that exposure, being able to discover, growing, and you can make your way up in here. Times happen where you don't enjoy the game anymore. Like I did with R6, I switched. Didn't like R6 at the moment. I wanted to try something new. I tried Paladins, loved it. And this is okay. The most important thing is that you enjoy the game that you are playing. And there will always be a way for you to grow in a category, no matter how saturated or dead it is, as long as you enjoy it. One tip I will give you though is, sometimes times are tough and you might switch around games a lot. Just be aware that if you switch games too often, your viewership will drop. People might not come back. You will lose people along the way, and it's okay. You will lose people, you will make new friends. It happens. That's the way of streaming. Just keep that in mind when you switch games. One last tip that I will give you, find games that you can play with others. I know people do a lot of follower Friday, follower Tuesday, whatever it is, and once you're a big channel, sure, these are great ways to incorporate your community within your games. But until you're that size, I would play with pretty much anyone that I can find. Anyone that comes into the stream and is like, can I play with you? Yeah. Yes, of course you can play with me. It is so much easier to stream and keep the stream entertaining if you have someone in Discord that you're playing with. So there's never this awkward silence, you're never talking to yourself, or you're like in this hurry of, okay, I have to come up with a topic. And this is it, guys. This was a really short video. Well, didn't turn out to be as short as I wanted it to be, but I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys liked it. If you're still here at the end, think about subscribing, dropping a like, comment, whatever you want. I hope you guys have a rest of your day. Of course you will have a rest of your day. That'd be awful if the rest of your day just disappears. Hope you have a good day, and I will catch you next Tuesday, guys.